I'm Pastor Tony, Senior Pastor of Refuge Community Church. It's the place that people of God call home because, as you know, there's no place like home. I'm here with another segment of Pastors on the Go. Like I say, you never know where I'll be or actually what wonderful guests I'll actually be with. You know, I'm here today with Brother Carlos Wallace, you know. Thank you for this opportunity to come and talk to you and just learn about some of the things that you're doing, and actually just worldwide, so to speak, you know, and the different things that you're doing. You know, I want to just thank you for just taking time out, you know, to be here. I've learned a lot from you already, you know, got words of encouragement, you know, understanding, edification. I've received all that today. You know, it's a beautiful thing when men can come together and not, like you say, compete, but collaborate and work together, you know, to do different things in the community. But I just like to say, just take this time just to thank you once again, you know, Mr. Carlos, you know, for this opportunity. You know, and just could you share a little bit about kind of what you do or what's kind of going on right now? I know you're busy. I know you're in between. So, I mean, he's going. You know, we have to flag him down. You know, hold up for a second, you know, but it's just thank you for this time.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. We had a great conversation earlier. We can't share that, man. It'd be it's too long.
It's secret.
But I'm thank you for giving me the opportunity just to continue my mission and spread my message.
Okay.
The book "Life Is Not Complicated, You Are" is doing very well.
Wow.
And Pastor Tony has told me how much he really loved that title.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's an icebreaker.
And it's a great message, you know. And everywhere I go, I just flew back in last night, and I tell you, the show I was at Thursday night, you know, I had people come up to me and just talk about different chapters, and we had a comedy show, and it's all fun, but they come up and say, man, I just came because I wanted to talk to you about this certain chapter. I had a question. Did your mother really go through this, you know? And you know, it's all true. Everything in there is real and authentic. But it makes me feel good to know that my message is continuing to move people and help them overcome things, and because that's what my mom and my grandparents were about. You know, continuing to help people, and to know that they're helping people now, even though they've gone on to glory. I know will make them feel even better.
Yes. You know, I can relate to that. You know, I can say myself as you know, my mother, you know, was a very dominant force in the gospel, you know, announcers guild, that sort of thing. She was known as the Golden Voice.
Amen.
You know, she preached education, you know, for many years. But, you know, like I said, their legacy lives on through us.
Right. That's right.
And we have an opportunity to have a legacy, you know, for others. You know, there's those of you that are actually watching now. You know, there's other people that's paved the road for you to do what you do.
Absolutely.
You need to be aware of the privilege and benefits that you have. You know, and thank God for the other people that's paved the road for you.
That's right. I mean, you know, I hear people complain about certain things or the conditions or the positions that they're in.
Conditions of the position. All right.
But they don't understand what it took for them to get there.
Yes.
You know, and maybe they do understand and don't care. I don't know. But I think if we did more research and study and just educating ourselves about what the ones before us had to go through for us to even be where we are, we have a greater appreciation.
Right. That's good. And share a little bit about the Sol-Caritas. You know, I was going to ask you about that. You know, did I pronounce it correctly?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sol-Caritas, a company I established, actually April 1st coming up will be 8 years.
Okay.
And it was originally, I just wanted to promote comedy shows.
Okay.
You know, the name, I know a lot of people, they get kind of rattled. Man, you sound Hispanic. Or that name is hard to pronounce. You know, and a lot of people tried to talk me out of it in its original birth. But what they didn't know, hey, I already spent money to own the name and for branding. So by the time it reach you, sir, we already gone.
It's done.
And but one thing I've always said, I don't need permission to fulfill my mission. You know, the Lord has already granted that. So man can't tell me what I can't do. You know, what he can do is try. And all I'm going to do is show him what I can do.
All right.
And that's what it has been from its original onset with just the name.
Okay.
Man, nobody will ever support that. Well, we see different. But soul means elite.
Okay.
And Caritas means charitable or giving.
Okay.
And once people do know that, now they like the name. So,
okay.
Man, that's really nice, and especially when they see what it is we do. We continue to give back to the community every day. Again, we donate a check to a charity. Oftentimes charities you've never heard of, because that's what we want to do, bring awareness to the smaller charities. Okay. And that also need our help, and with the things that they're struggling with, and the people they help that are struggling with, the charitable causes that they endorse and support. Okay.
Wow, that's a wonderful thing. When you talked about doing things, being a pastor, I think about the word being called ordained. We hear about the word ordained. You're ordained. And I did a message not that long ago and I actually spoke about being ordained to something. What ordained means, it actually means to be prepared.
Wow.
Ordained means to be prepared. So whatever you are ordained to do, you're already equipped and prepared to do it.
Right.
Like you said, you'd already invested money in that. So by the time you saw it, hey, it's already done. It's a closed deal.
It's on the go.
And that kind of reminds me of kind of how God works sometimes when you call it working by faith. We may not see it, but it's already happened. It's already been done. A lot of times He uses the unseen to affect what we can see. I didn't come here to preach. It's Pastor on the go. I'm here they hear me enough. But, this is just, I want an opportunity. Like I say, I talked to a lot of different people in a lot of different venues. Sometimes people may or may not know the services that are available to them, but it's very rare that they have an opportunity to see the heartbeat of the person behind whatever's being presented. You might go to an automotive place. You might be aware of the technician, but you might know the heartbeat or motives of the actual owner. Where did the vision come from, for the services that you are enjoying or experiencing? And that's kind of why I've created this Pastors in a Go, to connect people with the heartbeat of what's going on in the community. And it's just an opportunity for people to actually just connect more, what you're doing, what you've been done. There's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of wisdom here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we wrap this up. I have one final question. You look into the camera here, and like I said, there's a lot of people going to see this video. and what I always have to ask every video I do, I always like an opportunity to give my guests an opportunity to share from their heart a word of encouragement, because there's people from all walks of life that's going to see this. Young, old, just. But there are people that they're going to relate to this. And they say, I can relate to what they're doing. There may be people out there that have dreams that are not fulfilled, that don't know what to do. There may be people that want to start businesses. There may be people that even want to get up and exercise, but don't want to get off the couch. But there's got to be something that you can share in you that made you get to where you're at now compared to where you used to be. There had to be, like I did a video with someone recently, and I said there had to have been one day when you got up you looked in the mirror, he said, enough is enough. Today is the day that I make a difference in somebody's life. But do you have something you can share with?
I'm gonna revisit what I said.
Okay.
You don't need permission to fulfill your mission. When you go apply for that loan, God is the only co-signer you need.
Short, direct, to the point. You don't need permission. You don't need permission. I thank God for that. I thank God for you, Carlos.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Hey, you're welcome. And remember, Refuge Community Church is the place that people got home, because what? That's right. There's no place like home. And we care about you. God bless.